Hello everyone, I am Andrew Weens with the Trinity family. Welcome to our Up Not Out Education video blog series, where I give you the skills you need to lead yourself, to unite your teams, and to inspire the next generation to lifelong education where they grow up but never out of their childhood. And I've been in this Great Scenes series where I'm giving you tools and tips for how you can make better scenes, memories that are going to last with kids forever. And today, I want to give you a tool that's going to help you, 3 tips that are going to help you plan productively. There are so many resources to plan, and I don't want you to get lost in the quagmire that is Pinterest. Wonderful quagmire, but overwhelming as well, and a quagmire that just the internet in general. And so I'm going to teach you 3 tips that are going to help you go through this process, which you need to do to create great scenes of planning, but to do so in a way that's not overwhelming and doesn't get you stuck. You're going to be able to plan efficiently. The first thing is to start with your why. Start with what it is that you want to teach. It's your memory seed that we talked about last week. What is it that you are going to actually embed in this activity to teach the kids? It might be hope. It might be wonder. Those are the kinds of things that I'm passionate about giving kids. But it also might be vocabulary. We have to learn this vocabulary. We need it for testing, whatever it might be. Those are going to be your seeds. Try to pair those things and embed them in activity. You can pull in a whole bunch. The more of those that you start to begin to work together, the more you're putting constraints on your thinking. And that's the goal of all 3 of these tips, is to constrain our minds, to put boundaries on the possibilities so that we can actually come up with a great idea that's very pointed and doesn't take us forever to get there. So the second thing, we started with our memory seed, our why, our what, and now we're going to put on additional constraints. Some examples of that. Pick a theme. I love having themes. Theme of the day, theme of the week, theme of the month, theme everything. Because when you do that, it limits your thinking. Now I'm only thinking about Apple activities because I'm doing apples this month. And it's so much easier to just dive deep, come up with a whole bunch of ideas with regards to apples. Second possibility, within the constraints, you can constrain the location. Okay, you know what? We're going to go out and do this activity in the woods. Why? Because it'll put constraints. We can't do some things in the woods that we could do in the gym or that we could do in our classroom. And it's going to give me ideas. Oh man, look at all those leaves that are out there this fall. I could use those leaves as part of the activity. I could hide apples if apples is my theme. That could be part of it. You can see how your brain starts going places because you're putting constraints on it. And then the third thing, you could constrain medium. What do you want to be using? What do you just enjoy doing? Maybe you want to paint. Maybe it sounds fun. Maybe you want to get the kids out and running because they've had a lot of energy. Whatever it is, pick that and let it direct your planning, your idea generating. And then finally, when your brain does what it's so good at doing, coming up with amazing ideas, go there. Go big. Don't limit yourself because it's crazy, because nobody's done it before, or what if it fails? Because your kids need you to take risks for great scenes. And if you fail, then think about what the things you can teach your kids. You can teach your kids about not only honesty, but how to accept responsibility. You can teach them about humility. You can teach them about the importance of risking and dreaming big and going for things even when it might not work. All of those things are lifelong lessons that kids need to see in you. So go big, because most of the time it's going to pay off with a great scene. And even if it doesn't, it's going to pay off with a memorable great scene for those kids where they get to see someone admitting they made a mistake. They didn't plan a great thing. It didn't work out. And that's okay. So thank you for planning, and don't get stressed. Use these things to constrain your mind, come up with great ideas that don't overwhelm you, but provide great memories for yourself and for your kids. Thank you for being an Up Not Out educator. Thanks for planting memory seeds that are going to last forever. Bye.